So the tools of collaboration that I've used a lot with small groups of students are Google Docs and then Google Chat and Google Meet. So within Google Chat, you can spend time gathering groups of students and then have them, have information, whatever. You can, all the things that you need to communicate with a group of students you can do here. Really easy. It's a safe way to kind of connect with students through a similar venue would be like text messaging them, but you can include images and such like that. Also, Google Meet is a way to add meetings if you need to meet with groups of students. Again, there's quite a few settings where you can control who comes in and out of the meeting. You can control what students have access with the meeting and a lot of other such controls, which is really beneficial if Google is your platform. And then I wanted to spend most of the time here talking about Google Docs, which was a form of collaboration for collecting information. And so in this case, you're seeing a group of students that were working on a lab. One of the ways as a teacher that you can see and be notified when changes are happening is to go to the notification settings, and there you can see all comments, or if anyone's making a comment, you're going to be notified of that. You can also be notified if edits happen. So if stuff is added or removed, you can choose to be notified for that as well, which is kind of a great tool for teachers trying to keep track of. For this, it was a small group of students working on a research project. I also liked here that various students could claim, each of them have edit access, so they can all do their part. One student was dropping in the images and kind of in charge of that. Another student was writing more thorough notes. And so you can see that there was kind of a collective effort, and it's easy to see who did what within Google Docs. But some of the limitations are that, it wouldn't be a great place to see like video imaging or anything like that. I think, students could take advantage of letting groups do, being the non-contributor for the group. And you would have to have close eyes on that in order to be able to tell who wasn't contributing. So there are some limitations to using that. And I think in the future, what I would like to expand on is just making sure that students have ways to creatively keep information and perhaps even expand. So something like this, which is a one-page, one-day lab journal, to a full-blown, research project, something that is more robust, lengthier. There's so many options within Google. They can make it pageless, so that then it doesn't feel so much. And so there's just a lot of things that they can use small group wise, and I found this to be one of the best ways that students can actually work on things and collaborate on a research project together. So hopefully that was something that was helpful.